Hello and welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video, so I thought I'd do one. This is probably one of the reasons why I haven't been doing videos. I've been practicing heavily on, well, I say heavily, for the last 2 weeks on A320s, trying to learn how to fly them. Life has a way of taking over things as well. So I thought, do you know what, today I'm going to showcase this plane because I've just purchased it 2 days ago. It's the Fenix A320 200. So I thought, you know what, we'll get this one done in parts because I'm still learning how to fly it. So I thought, you know, I'll do the first bit because the first bit's quite interesting, and that's at the airport. We'll fly from Luton. I'm going to do a fly to Mallorca. So I'm going to set it up, do the first bit, and the Mallorca flight's about 3 hours, so you ain't going to want to sit through that. So we'll have a crack. We'll move over, get things sorted out, and take it from there. I did have an issue with the software that comes with Fenix, so I'm going to try and do that from scratch. So I'm going to move over so you can see it on there. Where are we? So I'm going to open up the Fenix software. This is the, I don't know if I can move it across, don't think I can. Alright, so this is your Fenix software that you get. So when you must start this up, apply it. Those will go out in a second. So that's basically how you use, this is for your EFB really. So I've done that, so I'm hoping that when we set the rest of this up, but life isn't difficult. So I'm going to go in sim brief. The reason I'm doing this again, I've just tried to do it, and I had a few issues with the flight itself. So I'm going to go back to view flight plans. I have set the flight plan up, which is this one here, from Heathrow to Mallorca, as you can see down on the map. So I'm going to just edit that flight for a minute. I'm going to generate that flight. Hopefully this is going to go in. I'm going to import it. Fingers crossed this all goes in. Should go in quite quickly if it does go in. Sometimes you get issues and errors. Right, that's gone in. I just now want to go back to the installer and have a look at that and see, yeah, that's still turned on. So then also I've imported it, so I can close that. Don't make the mistakes I always make, is I always click fly when I haven't picked somewhere. I think it was gate 16. So small, so I'm sure it was small. I think it's this one here. Ramp large, that'll do. We'll go there and then hit fly. There's a few nice surprises because of this being the Fenix plane. Its class is probably the best that's ever been in the 2020. It's third party. I bought it third party, so you buy it from the Fenix website. Very, very easy. You just click on the pack, the base pack, and when you buy it and you're registered with Fenix, they send you an installer, or you get an installer, and then you just install it, and then you're up and running. And there's thousands of liveries that you can have with these. I've gone with EasyJet at the moment, but they do have hundreds. Okay, I think we're doing all right because I think the wheels are down this time, and it is still turned on, so we should be right. So this is the plane itself. She's very well modelled. As you can see, Airbus A320 CFM. They do another version which is IAE. So I tried it, but I had a couple of issues. So that's something I need to look at. I've not really had much time with this plane, so we'll just go into here. Let's say this is inside, so she's in a cold and dark state. This is your EFB, and if I click on there, you can tap to import sim brief. That's better. Right, so we've got 9 minutes, so that's going to be better than what I had before. Right, so now we've got that imported. First thing to do is put both batteries on. Oh, that was that one. So you've got the batteries on, hit the APU, and what should happen is things should start to come to life. There we go. So it's testing all your screens. This should all come to life eventually. I always tend to put X feed on it right now, so I forget. You can turn everything that's white off. We can get our ideas ready, and I tend to do them in those orders. This is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, yeah, we've got everything coming to life. The ideas will start working soon. I'll get the arms up. I'll get TCAS on. Get that set across there. Now it's really important, if you've got announcement set, is to turn this one on. That's just saying everything's being checked and everything's ready. And make sure you turn on that one for your announcements. You can, there is a Discord site you can go and put in sort of like more specific announcements for EasyJet and stuff, but I haven't done that yet, so I'm still playing with it. And this all works with GSX, so we should, don't think we've got anything, yeah. Operator stairs. While that's doing that, we're going to import everything into SimBrief. This is the bits you don't get to see off screen. This is just my map, so I know how to get out of the airport. That's going to be nose to the left when we do come out. So we've got the stairs now coming along. She might get a bit jittery and a bit jerky, but she does that because she is a very well designed plane. So we've got all those. Right, so now we've got all that sorted out, what we can do is we can sort some of our stuff out up here. We get the lights on. I like to get those on early. I have those ready but not working. Everything looks good there. Get those on. They're just for your cabin, and as you'll notice, the door opens and you can see into the plane. Still waiting for the ideas to find themselves, and then in here itself you can go to ground services, open those two doors. I thought I'd set them for auto, but clearly not. I always get my cargo doors open early as well, and they should all start to open. There you go. You can see everything's working nicely. You do have pushback on here if you don't have GSX. You've got your mass balance, so you can load aircraft, so that'll load everything up here, but don't want to do that yet. But we will send all the information that we've got to the MCDU, or MCDU. So you've got planned 124 passengers, no one's boarded yet, which is good. We haven't got any fuel in there yet, and we'll show you that bit in a minute. Will come more evident. This part's really important as well. So you've got a dry runway. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's still dry. You can change to wet, whatever you need it to do. You can sync that preliminary. It'll give you all your details. Sync your WX. Do your calculations. This gives you then your takeoff. I'm hoping that it's sorted out the fuel correctly. So then we can send that to the MCDU. So all that information's in there. It just seems a bit low, those. And we've also got our pilot brief. So this gives you a cost index, it gives you distances and everything like that. All your winds, which we will put in. And you can just look down all different type of information that you want. Flight log, everything, your wind information, ATC flight plan, and that's just reminded me I haven't put ATC on. ATC. As you can hear, the plane's quite live. So all the dials basically work in here. Still not come available yet. I should tell you up there, so line in 3 minutes. I think everything else is set already. You can do fire tests and everything like that if you want to. Let's get that back to there. Parking brake is on, everything is set. It's all on bright. That one there needs to go bright. Nice. Then we can work on the FMC. So this is basically telling you all your information that you need to know. I don't know if that needs to be changed at any time. And then we can go to the unit page. We can request our flight plan because we're using SimBrief. You can type it all in there manually if you're that way inclined. I always like to have that open. So the first piece of information it's telling us is we're flying from Luton to Mallorca. Are we ready yet? We're nearly ready.
Beyond ATC connected.
That's connecting up the flight plan for us, so it should be giving us traffic and everything else. Need to go back to there. So are we in? The flight today's easy. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, I think. 45 Alpha Bravo. Plug that into your system. That should soon come to life. And then the cost index, which is here, is 29. And then we need to find out our cruise altitude, which is going to be 35,000 feet. And the temperature is... let's look at the takeoff performance. Yeah, now I did think that was wrong with that. I mean, we should be around 140, so I'll do that in a minute. Temperature is 15 degrees. That. And then 15. that'll go in. Yeah, format error. Why is that a format error? Did I put it in the wrong place? Okay, so it's 35000, and that, and then 15. That's it. It's minus 15. Oh, that's minus 15. So that's that bit, and we can move on to the next bit. We're planning. Okay, so that's should be working out how much fuel and zero fuel weight and everything we need for that. Okay, then we need to go to flight plan. And from flight plan we're going to sort our departure out. Our departure today is going to be, before I do that, because I want to do clearance and see if it's correct.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Palma de Mallorca
Should be
Airport.
07, but we'll see. I bet it's not going to be 07.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, Luton delivery. Expect runway 25 Rodney 1 Bravo departure.
Okay,
Squawk
25.
3031.
Okay, so now we're going to have to
Rodney 1
edit my
Bravo
flight.
departure. Squawk 3031. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo.
Runway 25,
Easy
yes.
45 Alpha Bravo, read back correct.
Generate
Contact ground
flight.
121.755 when ready for push or start.
So I need to come out and Navigraph charts again.
Ground 121.755 when ready for pushback or engine start. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo.
Okay. So we're going to go. So we got runway 25 and Rodney. Rodney, that one. Input that, and then you should start to see this all start to build up. And we can go to the leopard, and a leopard should be probably be different. You don't have to put the arrival in. I might have to change it on route. So we want to go wireless 24 left, and we're going to have the lure 1P, so it's that one. Insert that. That will fill up the back ends, which is nice. Flick that over to plan, so you can see it's very much similar to the way the boom deck goes. Okay, so we're going to check all that. Make sure those disparities in there anywhere. Normally you get one. Oh, we're gonna. There's one there, so we can go clear. I've done this before and messed it up, so insert this time. Yeah, okay. And then, as you can see, we're going to come directly into that flight. So it's a long flight as well. I'm happy with that. So I'll just do that with it. So that's your flight all basically sorted out. Now, I wasn't happy with that. Not sure why that's not calculating that right. Still saying it's less, so I need to work out fuel. Okay, so while we've got all that done, what we can do the next lovely bit, which is let's go relent send a load sheet again. Fuel capacity. Let's go.
Easy 23 Romeo Papa at ramp 19 request
That's
pushback
quite
and
high, so
engine
let's
start.
not do that. Let's see, apply that.
Easy
Send that to
23 Romeo
Matthew.
Papa, Luton ground, pushback approved. Face
Let's
northeast,
see if that does anything.
pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast, Easy 23 Romeo Papa.
Still come up short, but we'll... Let's send that to the MacDo, so that should now give you that. If I look at the proper performance and takeoff, do a calculation. That's saying 135. No, that's better. That's got it. No, we'll go with that. Toga required. So that's okay. So we've got that now sorted. So in your MacDo or your MCDU, it's now set up your takeoff speeds. Don't need any of that, so we can go to the next phase. Let's put speed in there. Next phase. Pre-select. You can select like what speed you want to be doing. Like if you want to do 300 knots, but I tend to go with what the unit's doing, so I'll leave that alone. The bit I haven't worked out is this barrow, so we can go B, and that will give us our, so it's 1023. 1023. We can add that in.
Easy 23 Romeo Papa, request taxi to the active.
15.
Easy 23 Romeo Papa, runway 25 taxi via Bravo.
Mag
Alpha.
wind is
Runway 25 taxi via
0,
Bravo.
0, 0.
Alpha, Easy 23 Romeo Papa.
0.5, so hardly any wind. Barrow, whatever that is. There's barometric pressure. Does that give me that on a takeoff point, flat thrust and driver to enter the ice? We try. I'll put that in. See what that does. Next phase. Okay, so that's all set. So that's all basically ready to rock and roll. We're about 35,000 feet. We shove that back to flight plan. And the next thing we want to do is back into here and go load aircraft. I'll do GSX boarding and
Refueling truck is on its way.
refueling and boarding, so we'll see what happens.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Well, we can look outside for a minute. With GSX it does mess around and stutters your game a little bit.
Easy 23 Romeo Papa, contact Luton
Okay, so what's say you can use the Fenix aircraft, so it should start to fill us up anyway. But we should be filling up. We've got to from it. And yeah, he's starting to fill us up. May take a little while. Some words to chart. And could take us a little while to fill up. So if we go back inside for a minute. Just kill that for a minute. Might take a while to fill up. We can always finish bits off while we're waiting. It'll take probably a good 6 minutes, making sure these systems are turned on. That's in the right place, that's in the right place. We've got a squawk as well, so we can clear that. 3031 303 1. We've now got that all sorted. And you can see what you've got. Electric hydro fuel. And it should be showing you it's filling up in here. And I imagine it will take a while to fill up. Yeah, that's all on. It's all done. Just on the emergency lights, forgot to do those. Seems like we're waiting for everybody else. Thought these would be moving, but they're not. Got to fill up quite a lot. These, this EFB, you can have it stuck to the window, or you can have it on the side here. You do have blinds as well, should you need them. While we're waiting, we can always set that up to 35. There we go. I can't use my yoke, my panel, I need spadix for that, and I haven't got spadix for that. So we can get constraints turned on. That's correct, that's all good. So it's like the real thing, you're just now waiting for fuel to fill up. With 40%, so it shouldn't take too long. Don't know if you can speed that up, I don't think you can. So I've only got 124 passengers today, so not a full flight. Normally around about 170 I think for a full flight. So I do have the A320 immersion pack. Some of it seems to work, some of it seems a bit strange. You're supposed to have nice contrails. Definitely on my last flight I did check, and I did have all the moisture coming off the wings. You get brake steam, tyre steam, you get all that. You get, if it's raining, you got water drops coming off the plane, all that kind of stuff. I do love the plane. The plane is absolutely gorgeous. I'm still learning how to fly it. Takeoff is a bit of a pain for me at the moment because I'm still trying to figure that out. Mainly because
Easy 96
the way
Bravo
my
November, at gate 61, request pushback and engine start.
thruster's set up, I can't quite get it in the right place.
Easy 96 Bravo November, Luton ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
But the rest is plain sailing once you get off the ground. Once you get it sorted out and I get in the right direction, then we're flying and I'm happy. But I do have this auto floor issue when I'm doing this. I just wish I could get it, so I think it's there. Yeah, there. Oh, okay. Roughly know where it is. Just working out where they are. How are we doing fuel wise? Still going quite a bit. And once we're fueled up, it'll automatically go straight into starting to board us. So which is a good thing. You got lights here you can turn on as well, which is the light behind here. Lights all over the place. You can turn these lights on here. Not really sure what that is. Oh, there are the door controls. I haven't got a co-pilot yet. I'm going to go have a look for one of those very shortly. Just wanted to get used to the plane first.
Easy 96 Bravo November, request taxi. Easy 96 Bravo November, runway 25 taxi via Echo, Delta, Alpha.
I hope I'm getting the fuel right. So
Runway 25 taxi via Echo, Delta, Alpha, Easy 96 Bravo November.
it's quite a long flight. Distance is what, 794 miles. It's a long flight. It's going to take about two and a quarter hours, 2 3/4 hours, I guess. I thought I'd make a video that was a little bit shorter, just on the ground works of the Fenix to start with, and then work on the flight on my next video. Do a nice little short flight, probably from Luton to Glasgow or to Edinburgh normally I do, which is not a bad flight. I mean, I've just flown from Edinburgh to Luton. Now I'm filling up at Luton to go to Mallorca. I've been kept busy with other stuff. I haven't really looked much into the train stuff. I know there's quite a few new routes out, but they're quite expensive. I had a look when they had the sale on. There weren't really much in there. I've been doing a little bit of Euro trucking, but that's gone a bit peak time at the moment. So I haven't really done much with that. I guess some downtime is what I've had, but then I've sort of like really been on here playing around with different planes, doing a few light plane excursions, and also did have a mess around with a helicopter, which was very difficult. Couldn't use a D-pad for that, and although it was fun, hard to keep it in the air. I will see on that one. I do need a little bit more investigation.
96 Bravo November. Contact Luton Tower 132.555. Have a good afternoon. Contact Tower 132.555. Easy 96 Bravo November.
Like I say, my first video in quite a while, probably well over a month. I thought, well, this would be a good video to do. Still loading the fuel. Still got a long way to go then on that fuel side of things. Oh no, we're nearly there. 70% fuel. Do the showcase bit. See what we've got. This is what I do like GSX for, is the ground crew working. It's always good. Have a good look around the plane. You can see it's well modelled, nicely done. It's got its little pits and bits. Obviously where it's cutting through and killing things, I guess, like bugs and things. Nice that they haven't made it too tidy. Engine, probably the best engine I've seen. Did better than the PNDG version of it. Nicely modelled. We've got the tyres, and these will be steaming when I come off. These are, they'll need cooling down. I won't get into that. Even finished off in there, which is quite nice. You've got your little flap here for when you start your OPU, that allows the OPU to run. Also got Wi-Fi on board, and we're going to have a nice little look inside. All the EasyJet trails, trains and everything else that goes with it. Nicely modelled inside, even cut down the drone speed. Okay. Down that drone speed. So now we've got the fuel on board, it's time to meet the passengers. As you can see, the young ladies turned up. They do until you get close to them, they take a little while to. And this is probably my favourite part, this part here. The nice thing with this is with GSX is you now get your passengers seated, which is really really nice.
Passengers boarding starting.
There should be it's said, I think you'll get cabin announcements and stuff. So yeah, they're loading in the cargo.
Hello.
There we go, start the first passenger off. And they're going to go and sit down.
This way, please. Good afternoon. This way.
There we go.
Hello.
As well as far forward. You have to be in the right position to get to see them to start with. So you can see they're all now taking their seats.
Welcome on board. This way, please. Good afternoon. Hello.
Which is always nice to see.
Hello.
And what you should see with the passengers, they should start playing with their phones, reading bits and bobs.
May I see
This
the
is
boarding pass?
unusual. Just trying to get out of the way. I want to sit my ass down.
Good afternoon. Welcome on
Not
board.
smooth, but it's a lot better than what we used to have. He's drinking his Coke.
Hello.
And when you go down here, you should see these populate a lot quicker.
Good afternoon.
You get these odd looking fellas to start with until you move away, and then they should
This way.
improve.
Hello.
But as you can see, it just makes it a bit more realistic when you've got passengers on board.
Welcome on board.
As you can see, it was not much hassle getting that all done. Now it's all integrated. So look into here. Nicely done.
Hello.
Wisco 964, ramp 19 a taxi via Bravo.
Good afternoon.
Ramp 19er via Bravo. Wisco 964.
And if you actually, I think if you actually sit down, let's say. There you go, got the music.
Hello. Boarding pass, please.
You can see them through your door as well. When you take off or you close that door, all these passengers will disappear, although you'll see them from outside. It's just to save on FPS, which is a good thing. Okay, while we're in here, what we need to do,
Welcome on board.
it's time to get the APU running.
May I see your boarding pass?
We can
May I see
go
your
back to
boarding pass?
camera. There will be and then you should see the blur coming out the back as APU's turning on. There we go.
All aircraft be advised
Pizza.
information Juliet now current, QNH1023.
On some occasions they've actually walked into the lobbies and stuff. So you can do that when you go to certain places.
Passenger's bus is coming.
So that's fair up nicely. As you can't hear anything until
Seated in an emergency exit
There you
row
go.
or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Passengers boarding starting.
So it's asking us to open up one left hand, but you don't need to, it's already open. So on here you can also see how many passengers are boarded. You can see where they are on the system.
Hello. Hello. This way, please.
Cruise above maximum flight level. Don't think it is somehow.
Welcome on board. May I see your boarding pass?
Once this is all done,
This way, please.
like I say, you got your pilot briefing here.
Hello.
You can actually
Hello.
go into Navigar and see the
May I see your
entire thing
boarding
here.
pass? Hello.
Mark up where you are here. You can zoom in on it. There we go.
Hello.
Just so you've got a sharp turn at the top here. Going to be interesting.
This way, please.
So now we're on the APU. What we can do is come off of
Welcome on board. This way, please.
Alright, GPU's off.
Welcome on
Chocks
board.
are removed. That's good, that's obviously done that for me. I think what will happen next will be it will go straight into trying to
Hello.
do the departure. There's passengers on, so we should get baggage loading still.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
So that's just telling you that it's done. Close those doors off.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I'm not.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, ramp 56, request pushback and engine start.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, Luton ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin
Pushback
inserted.
approved. Face east, Easy 45 Alpha Bravo.
I'm not ready. So I want to push out left. Goes to the left. Let's see how that goes. We could go a bit Pete's on here. So we'll just take off, and you can see how what a hand-fisted mess I make of it.
Locking gear.
Oh, here we go. I don't know. Towards B7. Where's facing south? I think it's that one. We'll go with it.
Release parking brakes, please.
There's a 50-50 choice, and I bet I've got the wrong one. I always get it wrong.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Turn on the ignition and
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
is it going to go left or is it going to go right? I think it's going to go right. You watch. It'll be in the right. It'll be the wrong way,
Ladies
but
and
whichever
gentlemen,
one.
please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320. gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Illuminated signs and crew instructions including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about
It says the lever's not in
oxygen
idle.
masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace.
It's so
brace.
precise on that.
There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board.
The
Your
lever's not
seatbelt
in
is
idle.
fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust.
Yeah,
Put
it's
on
taken me
your
out the wrong
own
way.
mask before-
I knew I'd picked the wrong one.
If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust.
Okay, so we can turn
Do
that off.
not inflate the life jacket inside
And we
the
can turn all
aircraft.
those off.
When outside, inflate it by pulling the
And that will
toggle.
go out when we're ready.
If it fails to inflate or needs topping up,
Oh no, I think I put it
blow
right.
into this tube. There is a light
Oh,
and
wow.
whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
And then we can close that door. We should really have it open. And all the passengers disappeared apart from when you're outside looking in.
Please set parking brakes.
We've got the right amount of fuel in there now, which is good.
Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo at gate 7. Request pushback.
Unlocking gear. Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo, Luton ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved. Face west. Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
That's good.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Put my lights on. Okay, we can call for
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo. Taxi for departure.
taxi out of here.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, runway 25 taxi via Bravo, Alpha.
Runway 25 taxi via Bravo. Alpha. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo.
He's walking off, so we can get started in a second. We can take the brake off. Give it a little bit of roll. Now the handling is quite difficult. I think I need to look at my settings and pick a new dead zone for it so that it's not as sharp as it is.
Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo. Request taxi.
So we go through the takeoff process and then
Ryanair
we'll bring
9
it to
Delta
me.
Kilo, runway 25 taxi via Bravo, Alpha.
Don't worry about those noises.
Runway
Oh, there we go,
25
connection
taxi
loss.
via Bravo. Alpha. Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo.
That's because we're in the live version, so that will come back. There you go. Does that from time to time. believe it's this way. So I'm going to find out. Yep, that is this way. There goes Ryanair. I haven't got VRAS set on today. Didn't bother putting it on. I think getting the announcements tonight are quite. It looks quite complicated, but I shall have to look into that.
Ryanair 7808, ramp 52 taxi via Bravo.
Not too far.
Ramp 52 via Bravo. Ryanair 7808.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, contact Luton Tower 132.555.
Over to Tower 132.555. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo.
Slow it down as I'm coming in.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo. Ready for departure. Runway 25. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo. Backtrack runway 25. Call when ready for departure.
Means we can carry on.
Backtrack runway 25. Call when ready. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo.
On this runway you have to do like a full 360 turn at the bottom of the runway.
Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo. Ready for departure. Runway 25. Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo. Number 2 for departure. Hold short of 25. Wilco, hold short of 25. Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo.
And let's see what a muck up we can make of this takeoff. Run out of energy. A bit of power just to bring us around. Now I have trouble with the rudder on here as well, so might not be the smoothest of takeoffs. So we will request our departure.
Easy 45 Alpha Bravo. Ready for departure. Runway 25. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo, Luton Tower, wind 090 at 5, runway 25, cleared for takeoff. Runway 25, cleared for takeoff. Easy 45 Alpha Bravo. EZ45 Alpha Bravo.
And then we want leave it to climb.
London Control, EZ45 Alpha Bravo. Good afternoon, 1,600 feet.
EZ45 Alpha Bravo, London Control, good afternoon, identified, climb to flight level 170.
We're off to a good start.
Climb to flight level 170, EZ45 Alpha Bravo.
There we go, we've got some moisture coming off the wings. Thrust is on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened whilst the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we will commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a
Brochure.
beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept all major credit and debit cards. If we can be of any further assistance, just ask.
There's a standard
as we join
mode.
you
There's
on
a
the
standard mode. There's a standard mode. And we are up and we are flying. I've done a good job on that this time. And as per usual, we'll close out a little bit as we took off. And you can also check here as well to make sure you're flying okay. You can just sync it with SimBrief.
London Control, Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo. Good afternoon, 1,500 feet.
We should have gone to the constraint of 5,000
Ryanair
feet.
9 Delta Kilo, London Control,
We should be
identified,
out.
climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Ryanair 9 Delta Kilo.
Well, it's just over an hour for that video, just so you can see. And then what we'll do before we go, I'll just see if I can do it. Not sure if it'll let me do it. Keep still. You should be able to see your passengers in there. And keep an eye on what they're up to. And there we go, we're off and flying. Okay, well I'm going to bring it to an end there. While we're flying, I'm just going to fly off to the place we're going to. And I'll leave the video there, so you've just seen how the Fenix works on the ground side of stuff. So I'll say thank you for watching. This is just
London Control,
one part of it, and then we'll do another.
Easy 45 Alpha
We'll do a
Bravo.
full flight on the next time, and I've learned how to fly the damn thing. So I'd like to say thank you
London Control,
for watching,
Easy 45
and
Alpha
thank you.
Bravo.
Goodbye, and have a
Passing
great
flight level
weekend.
147.
Hello, if you like what you've seen, why don't you just hit the subscribe button and help me grow this channel. Thanks for watching and for your support.